In this video, we're going to take a look at some additional properties. The first of which is the reflexive property. Now, the reflexive property tells us that something is just equal to itself. So, for example, A equals A. If you told me A is equal to A, yeah, that seems kind of obvious, but A equals A is just using the reflexive property. Symmetric property tells us that the order we list two equal things doesn't really matter. So for example, if we said that 5 minus 2 equals 3, then we could also write that as 3 equals 5 minus 2. And both of them are completely fine. And to say that, we would be using the symmetric property. So the transitive property, it tells us that if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is equal to C. So for example, if M is equal to N and N is equal to 12, then M is equal to 12. So what we did is we went from M equal to N, and basically it's skipping a step. It's saying N equals 12. Well, that means we can replace N with 12, and it means in the end M is equal to 12. So go ahead and try. If R is equal to Y and Y is equal to -4, what does R equal? In this case, R is equal to -4. Because R is equal to Y and Y equals -4, you can skip the Y's in the middle, basically, and say R is equal to -4. And we're on to our last property for right now, which is the substitution property. Substitution property is just when you substitute one thing in for another. Usually we're going to be substituting a number in for a letter. So for example, suppose you were asked to solve the following equation for B using the substitution property. Well, we know A is equal to 4 and 3A plus 2 is equal to B. That means we can substitute 4 in for A. And 3 times 4 is 12. And 12 plus 2 is 14. So we'll finish the problem right here. So that means 14 is equal to B. And we did that by using the substitution property because we substituted the 4 in for the value of A in the original equation. Alright, here's one for you to try down below. Go ahead and use the substitution property to solve for N. Alright, so M is equal to 2 and 5M minus 6 is equal to N. Using the substitution property, we can substitute the 2 in for the value of M, giving us 5 times 2 minus 6 is equal to N. 5 times 2 is 10, minus 6 is equal to N, and 10 minus 6 is 4. So we get N is equal to 4, and we did that again by using the substitution property by substituting the 2 for the M.